Hello everybody, and welcome to a series where I do all the quests on an Ironman, and yes, that's it. That's the only sort of restriction that I placed upon myself, because to me, that is hard enough. And we're gonna be doing Creature of Fenkenstrain in a second, but first of all, welcome to a monumental moment for my account. Mainly because I started playing on this account and I came back to Runescape just like around maybe August-ish, and I started releasing videos in October. Now it's January, and let me just show you something. I finally have 68 smithing, which means that finally I can upgrade from steel to mithril just from actual smithing. Like, I did this. I made my whole outfit myself. So let's just go back to the bank area again. All of this was made by me. Like, everything that I'm wearing was made by me. And if I ever need to remake it, I can remake it because it's mine. I made it with smithing. I didn't get it from Slayer. I didn't purchase it. I knuckled down, and I'm finally at the right smithing level in order to have this all mithril outfit. I'm so excited and I'm so happy about it. I really wanted to share this moment with all of you guys. If I enter my bank, just quickly to take stock, I still have some mithril bars remaining, and I have not been selling stuff to the vendors yet. I did not have enough time to do so just yet, and I still have some mithril bars to smith. If anyone is wondering what are my further plans, my further plans would be in the upcoming month or so, because I tend to record like once a month, like for a week, and then I don't for 3 weeks, and then I record for a week again. So for the upcoming month or so, I'm planning to come back to the Motherlode mine, because I have some currency from there, and I just wanna finish getting all the currency that I need in order to get my miner's outfit. Then I will probably revisit the blast furnace in order to make everything that I haven't from mithril into bars with the new stock from Motherlode mine as well. And I will probably still like manually even out my own iron supply, because that's very low. My steel supply maybe. Not promising, not making any promises on steel supply. So in general, just like get my smithing and mining nice and tidy. That will probably still get me to like 69 smithing, perhaps. Maybe more? I don't know. It depends how much more coal I'm gonna score from Motherlode mine, trying to get the rest of my currency in order to buy my miner's outfit. And that's where I'm gonna leave mining. I'm not putting grand goals upon myself for, you know, when I'm not recording, just so that I can chill, I can take my time with things. So that is the goal for now. If I was to be very ambitious, there are other goals that I haven't selected yet, such as maybe I'll do a little bit of crafting because I do have spare gold, and then maybe I'm gonna actually craft myself a ranger's outfit and upgrade that ranging from 1, because that is sad, and it is making me sad. Another thing that I would want is to get my thieving up to I think 38 and start thieving from the master farmer to amass a lot of seeds so that I can start raising my farming, which is also kind of sad. It's at 1. I don't want it at 1. I might start working on Slayer, but I think I'm gonna do a quest that introduces me to Slayer first, which means not this month. So, in other words, I have plenty of goals that I want to do for this account, and I haven't selected one yet. And that's okay, because I still have a tiny bit of housekeeping to do with mining and smithing, but I wanted to share the joy of like, look, I made this, and I can remake it upon demand. I can remake it whenever I want it. And that is just so cool to me. So yes, this was an incredibly lengthy intro. Let's go straight to Creature of Frankenstein now. So you start Creature of Frankenstein from a signpost. Just so you know, I don't have much memory about this quest. It's mainly the fact that the quest told me that you start by reading the signpost that I know it. Start the Creature of Frankenstein quest. I like how you can't even like see what's on the signpost. Like you have to select yes or no. Like your character can't read it without making a decision up front. Yes. The signpost has a note pinned onto it. The note says, "Brain dead butler wanted. Grave digging skills essential. Good thing I brought a shovel." Like, I thought Frankenstein will probably want to acquire body parts. There's probably graves here. We're gonna do digging. A hunchback advantageous. See Dr. Frankenstein at the castle, northeast of Canifus. Well, then that is precisely what I'm gonna be doing. Actually, before I set out anywhere, I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna take it or start conversations about it just yet. I'm gonna assume that this is one of the items for Creature of Frankenstein, because where else are you gonna use pickled brain? As far as I know, we don't have any sentient, intelligent, smart zombies in this game. We just have dumb, attacky zombies. So it's not like anyone's gonna eat that pickle brain. So presumably, we're gonna be putting it to use. So I imagine I'll have to come back to Canifus. We have enough run energy. I can just go to the Frankenstein's castle. It's like, it's right here. It's very not far. And I like the vibes. Like, this is to me is like peak Mauritania vibes. And it's not the sad vibes that some quests give. It's the peak spooky swamp place vibes. Spooky swamp place where a lot of monster shit happens vibes. I like that. Hello! Have you come to apply for the job? Yes! Yes, I came to apply for the job, and I say that only if it pays well. I'll have to ask you some questions first, okay? How would you describe yourself in one word? Stunning, awe-inspiring, breathtaking, brain dead. Oh, that's what you asked me on the application form? I see. Just one more question. What would you say is your greatest skill? Combat, magic, cooking, grave digging. What did the application require? For you to dig graves. I see. Looks like you're just the woman for the job. Welcome aboard. Is there anything you would like me to do for you, sir? Yes, there is. You're highly skilled at grave digging, yes? Yes, that's what I said. Excellent. Now listen carefully. I need you to find some stuff for me. Stuff. That's what I said. Stuff. What kind of stuff? The kind that comes from graves, I imagine. Well, dead stuff. Go on. I like how "go on" from my character. It's just a really sad face, like, go on. So we're a brain dead assistant that digs graves. What else do you expect? I need you to get me enough dead body parts for me to stitch together a complete body, which I plan to bring to life. Right, okay, if you insist. Does my quest list the things? Okay, so for at the moment, we don't need a brain. Apparently the soil of Mauritania has unique quality which preserves the bodies of the dead better than elsewhere, so perhaps I should look at the graves of the local area. Cool. All I need to do is like leave here and start digging some graves. I mean, my biggest skill set is grave digging, as I said. I see some graves there, but if I remember, there's like graves scattered around in that area. There's some enemies over there, so it's not as fun. But what I'm saying is that if I remember correctly, these are not the only graves of our choice. Nothing interesting happens. I can't push the memorial. Nothing interesting happens. So it's not these graves. Okay? That means we're wandering out into here. And we're gonna check the graves over here. Now these ones, if I remember correctly, they're very hard to see. And of course there are large leeches, which I don't appreciate. That's why I don't like wandering in this area. Because there are a lot of aggressive things, but what I'm looking... Yes. You can see. What I'm looking for is shit like this. Just like tiny little... I may as well kill it. I'm pretty sure that I can. I did bring some pies with me for that exact reason. It is really bringing down all of my stats. But it doesn't matter because the stats replenish by themselves. It's just that I don't want there to be a leech on me while I'm trying to dig a grave. Effectively, I am looking for any sort of little crosses in the middle of nowhere. In the swamp that's full of leeches. It's not a very nice thing. But it's not like the worst thing ever. Oh no, the grave is empty. What, will it get full if I dug again? No, it won't. Okay. Any leeches that we don't need to fight, we won't fight because it will take too long. Let's not run straight into a feral vampire. Now that is something... They're a bit higher level than the leeches, okay? If possible, we don't want to deal with anything. This grave is also empty. But if impossible, then we'd rather deal with leeches than feral vampires. This grave is also empty. The key to this is to sometimes run away to rest your weary traveler eyes. Now, I'm wondering if I open the big map. Yes, that's what I thought. Good. The tiny little grave spots are actually marked on the big map. I don't really want to resize the window, I would like to move it. Please? No? Okay. I can resize it down and then like resize it. Nope, you don't want to resize in that direction, okay. Oh, now you move. Just not underneath the chat window. How do I resize you again? Like that. There we go. Okay. I want to see my health. I ate a bit of pie. We're gonna be running while staring at this map, which is kind of running blind. But it will help me be a bit more precise about the graves that I investigate, yes? This grave is empty. That's the next grave. Other graves outside of here are directly in feral vampire territory. If possible, we'll want to regenerate a bit of energy before we go there. So let's leave the range of that leech in particular. So I've done those 2 graves. Now I have a lot more. And all of them are in the feral vampire territory. So I'm gonna rest my weary legs and then I'm gonna start running. I can do running right now. In the meanwhile, a quizmaster has appeared and gifted me a free cabbage. Well, rather, I did a very simple minigame and I did not look out on the price and all I got was a cabbage, but look, it is a free cabbage. Like, you can't look down on free cabbage, okay? I ran past my first grave. Let's not do that. Empty. It's empty. We can continue going. This grave is also empty. This grave is also empty. Go, go! Jesus Christ. Can I not? No automatic retaliation is needed. That grave is empty. This grave is also empty. Are there any non-empty graves? Guys, what are your corpses doing? Well, I suppose there are a lot of feral vampires, so I know what the corpses are doing and technically. Like, one of them spawned, like, right in front of me. So presumably, up until that point, that guy was actually in his grave. But I was like 1 second too late, and then he wasn't. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot harder than I first anticipated. Yes! Our first prize! Anything else? No. The rest of the body wasn't buried with the head. This seems like a fairly safe place to replenish my energy, at least for the time being, so I'm standing still again. Never mind. A feral vampire kind of wandered into me. The grave is empty. The grave is empty. The grave is empty. I need to run away and replan my route again. So what did we do? Oh, god damn it. Stop it. Stop pursuing me, please. Leave me alone. I need to do some route plan. Where are you going? Go away. Thank you. Jesus. That mate went on a whole ass walk, so let's figure out. Done. Done. We did this one. Then we did these two. And presumably I've done, I wanna say this one, then maybe this one, this one. Potentially these three. So graves of interest, these two. This one. I do know that I've done the ones here. Potentially this one? Those graves are the wrong type of graves. Any more graves anywhere else? You know, what Dr. Frankenstein actually should have added on his listing was a good runner. That he needs a good runner, because majority of this is not grave digging, majority of this is me fleeing. At a fast pace. So, understand not putting like super big strength requirements, and like I can take down those vampires even because I seem to have been doing good hits on them. I just don't want to get stuck in combat for half a lifetime. Okay, I've stood in here long enough to refresh my run energy again. We're gonna gun it straight for these graves, and then we're gonna try and go down to that grave. And I think more or less I will have done this whole area. So if it's not here, that means I should probably go to the castle and thoroughly search that. Because, like, for all I know, I have missed something really important. And that can just happen. Okay, those graves are entirely empty. And this means that we're gonna search every clickable object inside of there, because for all I know, there's like a pair of hands in a box and I haven't found it. So everything else is empty. We have a head, so that's a start. And I'm gonna drop by Canifus to pick up that brain, because we're probably gonna need it. I know that they didn't ask for a head with a brain. Whose brain has rotted away, but like I imagine that the dude will be like, no, I do want the head that has an internal organ inside of it. I wonder, do we need like to check the whole torso for everything as well? So anyway, let's get the brain just in case. And then let's go back to, you know, the whole castle thingy. Exactly where the brain is. So let me just take... You're interested in our specialty, I see. Would you like to buy some? What exactly is in the jar? Pickled brain, my friend. Only 50 gold to you. Pickled brain from what animal? Animal? Don't be disgusting, man. No, this is a human brain. Only the best from my customers. Do werewolves eat brains? Do vampires eat brains? I have questions. Okay, I'll buy one, please. A very wise choice, madam. Don't eat it all at once. Savor every morsel. That's my advice to you. Okay. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out where's the barkeeper. That's the barkeeper, I imagine? Is that you? Probably is. You disgusting man. Yeah, you look like the barkeeper. What else do you sell? Here you go, pal. Enjoy. What? Okay, I'll try it. It tastes like something just died in your mouth. Ah. Right. That's not the best bar experience. Anyway, back to the castle. And we're gonna search everything clickable in there. Like, literally everything. If I can click on it, I'm searching it. Wait, I just realized that the head is not crossed out. So let me just try something. You squeeze the pickled brain into the decapitated head. What did I do with the jar? Did I also squeeze the jar into the head as well? How is this still not... Okay, well, at least it says decapitated head. So I, like, assume that I would give that to Frankenstein and that would be fine. But, I squeezed the whole jar into the head because I don't have a jar anymore. I have a full assembled head. Okay, we're back into the castle. Come click with me, I guess. Suits of armor cannot search. A chair, suit of armor cannot search. The torture rack cannot click upon. Why do you have a whole ass torture rack in your house? A corpse looks a bit too decayed in order to have what I need. How many rooms do we have at the bottom floor? Quite a lot, but we also still have a basement and we have a extra floor up. So, suit of armor, chair, chair. Suit of armor, cannot search. Got it. Moving on. We have done the full corridor. We haven't been there. Well, that's fine because we're gonna do this whole place. A bookcase which I can search. Did I search it? Yes, I did. Candlestick holder I cannot search. So not an interesting thing for us. Fireplace, fireplace surround, suit of armor, fireplace surround. Not something that I can search. Mind you, the ghost quest that gives you the amulet is required to do this quest. Gardener ghost. We can talk with the gardener ghost. Suit of armor cannot search. Tell me about the Frankenstein. Can you tell me anything about Frankenstein? You feel the power emanate from your amulet of ghost speak and the air around you vibrates with the ghostly voice of the headless gardener. Oi! Could tell you a few things about old Frankie, yeah. Go on. Once this castle was full of good folk, my friends. Frankie was just a castle doctor, you know. I thought it said candle. That would be weird. Like the doctor that just treats candles. The lord and castle folk. I don't know what happened to them all, but one by one they all disappeared. When they were gone a while, I went on dug graves for them in the forest. After a while, there weren't no one left, but the Lord, Frankenstein, and meself. Old Frankie sent me into the forest to dig him in the pit. Never said what for. Then, would you believe it, someone chops me head off. Who did it before? Before I kicked the bucket, you mean? Don't worry yourself. I'm not worried about being dead. Worse things could happen, I suppose. One thing I do know is that there's ain't no lord of the castle anymore, except for old Frankie. Makes you think a bit, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure I have his head. What's your name? Me name. It's been a marvelous long while, mate, since I've had any use for such a thing as a name. Don't worry, I was just trying to make conversation. No, I can't be having that. I'll remember in a minute. Please don't worry. Lestwit, that's it. Ed Lestwit. What happened to your head? I was in the old haunted forest to the south digging a pit for my old master, old Frankenstein, when, would you believe it, someone chops me head off. Awful bad luck, weren't it? Oh yes, dreadful bad luck. So I thinks to myself, I don't need any Ed to be getting on with me gardening long as I got me hands and me spade. Would you show me the place that it was? No, mate, you found my head already, I think. Okay, so that was supposed to be a hint for the head. I just went ahead and dig everything up. So, this is locked. That's not good. I might need the key for the garden shed. Oh, I love the fact that you die and you're like, you know what? Do I really need a head to be digging graves? This bookcase is just full of books. And this needs a good old sweep out. Well, I don't have a broom. Is there a broom in the cupboard over there? So I searched that. Surprising lack of boxes in this house. That's just a chair, candlestick holder, a suit of armor. When I do this last bit of a corner, I would have done everything. Right, from the looks of it, there is nothing else. Nothing else whatsoever. I see upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. Why did I think that I saw it downstairs? Did I see it downstairs anywhere? No, I think it's all upstairs. I think it's the angle. I thought that this led to a basement, but no, it just leads up. Oh, that's plenty more castle in here. This also needs a good sweep out. That's a... Ooh! Chimney sweeping on a budget. That sometimes a sweep may find themselves brushless and without the funds to purchase that one tool that is most essential to their trade. What is a chimney sweep without his or her brush? In that kind of situation, any normal long-headed brush might be suitable replacement. Although when attaching extensions to the handle, make sure to use something sturdy like wire. Otherwise, a sweep may find themselves losing their brush and livelihood to the forces of gravity. Well, I don't have any sort of sweeper at the moment, so let's keep that information at the back of my head. Handy maggot avoidance techniques. You pull out of the book, a hidden latch springs into place, and the bookcase swings open, revealing a secret compartment. You find an obsidian amulet in the secret compartment. Okay? My family and other zombies. This book is mildly amusing. Well, at least we're moving. At least we're finding things. So this is the first thing. At the door to the lighting conductor is locked. That's the second staircase. 1001 ways to go eat fried gizzards. This book leaves you contemplating vegetarianism. Cool. Practical gardening for the headless. This book has some very enlightening points to make, but you're at a loss to know how anyone without a head could possibly read it. I don't know, the headless ghost seems to be doing fine. He can speak through magic. Presumably he can also read and see through magic too. Human gardening for the nincompoops. This book seems to have been read hundreds of times and has scribbles and formulae on every page. One such scribble says, "None good enough. Have had to lock them in the caverns." Ooh. The joy of grading? As you pull the book, a hidden latch springs into place, and the bookcase swings open, revealing secret compartment. Okay, marble. Ahaha, the marble and obsidian amulet snap together tightly to form a six-pointed amulet. You know those graves? Like the fancy ones that we couldn't dig? In front of this house? I want to see if any of them have like any one of them you could push, right? And search? So like... This would be my suspect numero uno. My suspect numero dos would be the whole mausoleum thing, because that also looks quite important. It doesn't say anything about the star. Ooh, the star amulet fits exactly into the depression on the coffin lid. Right! Look at us go. Where are we? Oh god. Oh, this is bit shit. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. It reminds me of that Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm pretty sure, like, that anime. And I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what they were trying to hint at in here. With the whole human head on a dog. I'm assuming this is like a dog body, though she is giant. Like, that would have been one huge dog. Then we have a sheep with a dog head. I think there's a spider somewhere around as well. You know what they say, when you find a hole with a whole bunch of experiments, put them down as fast as possible. Okay, cavern key. Cavern key seems important. Let's get out of here. I don't want to fight her again. So what does that key open? Because we are in a cavern, right? So theoretically... Aha! That is a door. That is by far the most dooriest door that I've seen in a very long time. So... Any spare body parts inside the chest? Maybe. This is the first chest that I'm seeing in a long while. Hopefully that door stays unlocked. Another key! Okay, so it is used in here. Does that let me out through the door? I assume it does. Ooh! Right! And I can dig these graves. Nice! Found some arms. Found a torso. Hopefully it's an intact torso. I don't need to like find somebody's guts or heart or whatever else because I had to complete a head. Ooh, you can build a... Oh, so this is like the mausoleum area. That's pretty cool. Let me just climb back out and take a look around. Now, mate, I wouldn't call this a mausoleum. Like, that's not a mausoleum tends to be a building, right? It's not just the graves. It's a little house for the graves. So, I'm gonna go back to the Frankenstein, and I'm gonna see you there. Oh, that was kind of lucky. It just... We found a whole cave filled with human-animal hybrids, and body parts just came to me. You know what I find the most bizarre? You can right-click on this guy and choose pickpocket. To be fair, it does have like a thieving requirement, so we'll see. Anyway, my dude, I made you a body. I have some body parts for you. Great, you brought me some arms. You brought me some legs. You brought me a torso. You brought me a head. Superb, those are all the parts I need. Now to sew them together. Oh, bother, I haven't got a needle or thread. Go and get me a needle and I'll need 5 lots of thread. I don't think I have any done actual, like, thread. Oh boy. Does anyone know where is the nearest loom from here? Anyway, my problem. I'm gonna come back with needle and thread. There's definitely some needles and threads inside the witch's house, the boxes in Catherby, but I can definitely also just make the thread. I have some wool balls. But I think you make thread from wool balls. At least I made some sort of string from wool balls. But I would need a loom for that, so give me a second. Guess who sells needle and thread? This is the glory of actually allowing yourself to look up information online. Canifin's General Store sells needle and thread, so I spent a couple of coins, which I'm not worried about, but I did get the convenience of not having to make it. So, you know, that's great. Anyway, back to Frankenstein. Hey, buddy, I got your needle and thread. Ah, a needle, wonderful. Some thread, excellent. Frankenstein uses the needle and thread to sew the body parts together. Soon, a hideous creature lies inanimate on the ritual table. I love that it's called the ritual. Are you sure that you've sewn it together? Like, look at the giant gap. We're gonna get closer to it, but like, look at the giant gap. Like, that's not... That won't do, man. It's the torso and the legs do not connect. Perfect, but I need one more thing from you. Flesh and bones by themselves do not make life. Really? I have honed to perfection an ancient ritual that will give life to this creature, but for this I must harness the very power of nature! And what power is this? The power of lightning! Sorry, can't make lightning. You got the wrong woman. I'm just here to be brain dead and dig graves. Silence your insolent tongue! The storm that brews overhead will create the lightning. What I need you to do is to repair the lightning conductor on the balcony above. Repair the lightning conductor, right? Can I have a break soon? By law, I'm entitled to 15 minutes every... Repair the conductor and be gone! Okay. Hello, headless gardener. Do you know how conductors be? Do you know how conductors be? Oh, okay. There's some new questions. Do you know where the key to the shed is? Got it right here in my pocket. Here you go. Do you know where conductor mold is? Conductive mold, you say? Let me see. There used to be a bloke here, sort of an handyman it was. Did everything round the place, fixed what was broke, swept the chimneys and the like. He would have had a mold, I imagine. Where is he now? He's dead, just like everyone else around here, except for me. You're a ghost. Does that not count as dead? Surely it does, right? We got a brush. Wait. Anything else in there? Pile of canes. How many can I take? As many as I want? Okay. Remember when they said that... I feel like we're gonna go chimney sweeping. The guy that had the mold... You try to attach the canes, but you need something suitable to hold them together. Yeah, the guy that had the mold. I didn't even know that it needed a mold, but the gardener had new lines. But the guy that had the mold, he swept the fireplaces, and the fireplaces, we already know that it says that it needs a... It looks like it needs a good sweep out on every single fireplace around here. And I'm gonna assume... No, let's still talk about this. This is really bad attachment. Like, there is a chunk of him that's just missing. Like, that's... It's just gonna... If you're gonna reanimate this, it's just gonna collapse on itself. That's not very good. If I remember correctly... One of the doors upstairs said that it leads you to the... Where are we? What does this do? As you wind the clock, the letter falls out. Judging by the thick covering of dust, it must have been here for some time. Rologaric, I'm writing to you, my brother, to ask for your aid and to forgive me on behalf of all the poor souls that I have sacrificed to save my own neck. I have no doubt that my own soul lies forfeit, but I would wish to see you once again before I'm cast into the eternal fire. You well know the history of our noble ancestors who have stood against the wave of darkness covering all of Mauritania, protecting the inhabitants of this castle by the sheer force of personality. I, however, stand lacking in their all too dominating shadow. I have been weak, my brother, letting him rule in my stead. You know of whom I speak, but dare not name. My doctor of many years, the very same creature you sought to escape 10 years ago. He advised me that the power in the south was rising and that soon our ancestral home would fall to the growing evil. He advised me to send a gift of tribute to the vampires to satisfy their hunger for at least a while. That's really dark. I regret to say that I accepted this request. I ordered a young girl out into the forest to pick mushrooms, knowing that I was sending her to her death, or worse, her undeath. Of course, soon after my advisor told me that the vampires were again restive, and to send another gift, and of course this I did, to ensure the safety of everyone in the castle. But a vampire's hunger can never be sated. Every innocent soul I have sent into the forest to their doom both strengthens their power and increases their hunger. He knows this. I look into his eyes and see amusement. In his eyes I see the truth that he must have struck a deal with them some time ago. He sold my people to them in exchange for this castle. I have sent them all to their doom, and now I fear my own. Your brother, Rolagarth, 15th Lord of the North Coast. Jesus, that's grim. That is incredibly grim. Whoa. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was interrupted by existence of the letter, we can sweep the chimneys. And if I remember right, the door to the lighting conductor, the last time I checked, was locked. Is it unlocked now, or what I'm looking for? Maybe I'm looking for a key? Because that would make sense. Okay, so this door is locked. I think this leads to the lightning conductor. You don't have anything to repair the conductor with. At some point that... Okay, so this is open now. But I need the mold for it and some sort of metal. It will be either in crafting or smithing, right? Birdhouse, repair fishing cranes. It's not gonna be here. What was the requirements for this thing? 20 crafting. We'll need 20 crafting for something, so let's take a look. Crystal, no. Weaponry, no. That's a bit too high. Jewelry... Unless you want the cut sapphire. Don't think you do. Glass, no. Pottery, no. Spinning, no. Armor, no. Weaving, no. The only thing that I can think is sapphire, and that makes absolutely no sense. But if it's crafting that we have a requirement for, then that's gonna be either silver or gold. I think I still have some of both. Because otherwise it's smithing. But there's no smithing requirement. So... Okay. Let's head to the bank. We need some wire. Some bronze wire out. Or iron wire. Or... What kind of wire is there in this game? Excuse me? Like... What type of wire exists? Surely I can see that somewhere. Bronze wire. No iron. No wire and... Yep, bronze. Okay, so we need bronze wire. I'll probably... You know what? If I'm taking the garden canes and the garden brush with me, I can probably make one. Then attach it. And see, and like go back and forth like that. And then I probably want a bar of silver and a bar of gold. Just in case. So I'm going off to the nearest bank. I'm gonna see what I have. And then I'm gonna see where the nearest anvil is. There we go. So be right back. Okay, the nearest place with an anvil was Varrock, unfortunately. Let's try this. Let's start with one and one wire and attach it. Okay, I can still attach more, so we're gonna go for more. Okay, wrong thing. That's not what I wanted. I accidentally misclicked. That's fine. I have a lot of bronze bars. Two canes tied to it. Let's... Still says that I can attach. So let's continue going. Three canes attached to it. The brush is too long to attach any more canes. Okay, this is about as long as our brush can be. Now, there is no smithing facilities anywhere in Mortania, but one thing that I did find was that there are forging facilities. There are forging facilities in Port Phasmatis. There's a... What I mean by forging facilities is that there is a forge. There is like a full-on forge. So I'm bringing 3 silver bars and 3 gold bars. One of these should do. But first what we need to do is to get the mold to fix the thing with... If it was a mistake to put away my hammer, the bank is right there. See, they have like a fully functioning furnace. So like I can go and do the furnace stuff. I can't do the full-on smithing stuff. Time to head to the fireplaces! So there are 2 fireplaces downstairs, and I think that there's still several fireplaces upstairs, so let's start going through all of them. Nothing interesting happens. Means wrong fireplace. It's a shame though, because like all of them can use a good cleaning, right? Nothing interesting happens. I could make a very long brush. There has to be a reason. And the fireplaces are saying that they need a good cleaning. And the gardener did tell us that the guy that used to like take care of the lightning conductor, that like he also used to sweep the... there we go! A lightning conductor mold falls out of the chimney. Right, well, let's go. Let's go and make the lightning conductor, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Surely it will just tell me what metal it needs, right? Good old Port Phasmatis. I'm so happy that we have like this teleport. Like, I'm genuinely satisfied with it. This is like my first porty item outside of like Lumbridge teleport. It's just progression in RuneScape is so satisfying. Okay? You don't have any ore to smelt. Oh. Ooh! Okay. And this doesn't have that... So it's the silver. It's the silver. There we go! We have a conductor! I'm gonna put the rest of my stuff back into the bank and I'm gonna see you back at the Frankenstein's castle again. We're back at the conductor, hopefully. Hopefully I don't need anything else outside of this, so I don't need extra wire or anything. No, it worked! Oh, we even have an animation, that's fancy. You repaired the lighting conductor, not one moment too soon. A tremendous bolt of lighting melts the new lighting conductor, and power blazes throughout the castle, if only briefly. Okay, time to see what we have done! Ah, this will be intriguing. I hope that it worked, for this guy's sake. Oh yeah, the monster is gone. So definitely did do something. Hello! So did it work then? Yes, I'm afraid it did, Story Mirta, all too well. I can't see it anywhere. I tricked it into going up the tower and there it remains imprisoned. So the creature wasn't all you would have hoped then? Oh, what have I done? Oh, I see. We're developing a sense of right and wrong now, are we? A bit late for that, I would say. I have no control over it. It's coming to get me. What do you want me to do about it? Destroy it. Take the key to the tower and take back the life I never should have granted. Well, I mean, it is an affront to nature, but at the same time, look, when you become a parent, you don't take that back. Right? You did this action. Unless it's suffering, you shouldn't undo the action. I like that he's kind of taller than me. Not like super tall. On the shelf, on the table, he looked very tall. I'm surprised that his midriff didn't collapse. Also, poor guy got no pants. I am commanded to destroy you, creature. Oh, that's not very nice. Are you feeling okay? Absolutely. Never better. You don't look very dangerous. How do I look? You really don't know, do you? Have a look for yourself. The creature stumbles towards the mirror, focuses upon its reflection and... Ah! The creature becomes instantly sober. Well, that's one way to sober somebody up. Horror all too evident in his undead eyes. To be fair, his brain was pickled. I wonder if it's the fact that we put the whole pickle jar with the brain in there that made him drunk. I'm sorry, I suppose I'm partly to blame for this? No, it was him, a wager. Frankenstein, wasn't it? Actually, in this game, it's Fenkenstrain. It's Fenkenstrain's monster. I'm just gonna call it Frankenstein. Wasn't it? He brought me back to life. Where? You? I was Rologarth, Lord of the North Coast. I have your letter right here. Dude, that was grim. Your life was dark. I'm so sorry. This castle was once mine. Fenkenstrain was the castle doctor. So the castle wasn't really abandoned when he found it? Is that what he told you? No, this castle was once full of people and life. Fenkenstrain advised me to sell them all to the vampires, which I am sad to say I did. I found your brain in a jar in Canifis, so he must have sold you too. Of that I will not speak. There lie memories that should rest with the dead, the living unable to bear them. Oh, I'm so sorry, guy. You are traumatized, but you can remember that, so, That's it. I'm leaving this dreadful place, whether I get paid or not. Is there anything I can do for you before I leave? Only one. Please stop Fenkenstrain from carrying on with his experiments, once and for all, so that no other poor soul has to endure suffering such as that of my people and I. Wait, no, wait, do you want me to murder him or what? Do you know how I can stop Fenkenstrain's experiments? Take the ring of Charos from him. What is this ring? It was my birthright, passed down to me through the ages, its origin forgotten. The Ring of Charos has many powers, but Fenkenstrain has bent them to his own evil purposes. Without the power of the ring, he will not be able to raise the dead from the sleep. It has no other extremely important use. Like, don't worry about it, that's its only one extremely important use. It has one other extremely important use. It confuses the werewolf's senses, making them believe that they smell one of their own kind. Without the ring, Fenkenstrain will be at their mercy. Alright, so we're gonna be trapping that dude in here as revenge, I guess. But like, do you want to like continue living in that stitched up? Are you gonna be okay? Do you want me to like bring the ring to you so that you could at least walk around and enjoy your new life? What do you want to do? Hey, that was abrupt. Just ends there. And we have a ring. The heck am I supposed to do with it? Wait. It confuses the werewolf's senses, making them think that they're one of their own. You can now steal from seed stalls. That's actually really good for me. But what I mean is, that probably means that I could traverse through here. And he's downstairs now. You good? How goes it, friend? I stole the Ring of Charos from Fenkenstrain. I saw him climb up into the tower to hide. It doesn't matter. Soon the werewolves will come for him and his experiments will forever be ceased. Do you want the ring back? It is yours after all. No, you keep it, my friend. Werewolves hunger for the scent of live flesh. I have no need for the ring. I have my castle back, if not my soul. Okay, that's still kinda grim. He thinks he doesn't have a soul? Are you gonna, once again, are you gonna be okay in here? Would you like a pair of pants? You do have a very prominent butt whenever you walk there, even though you don't seem to have any front parts, so like, sorry about that. But you do have a very prominent butt. Hopefully you're gonna be okay. Should we like... So I suppose... if I want to not be attacked in werewolves over here, I can wear the Ring of Charos. So that's good. But I want to check upstairs. I want to check up on Fenkenstrain. God damn it, it's just Frankenstein. They're coming to get me, they're coming to get me! It is all you deserve. Lord Lorogarth is master of this castle once more. Let him protect you, if he wants to. They're coming to get me, they're coming to get me! Okay, so that's the only lines that we get from these guys. Right! Well then, that was a very abrupt ending, but I'm glad that we set it straight inside the castle of Fenkenstrain. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm very confused about this ending now. I don't ever remember a quest ending this abruptly. It's like, it feels like there's strings still like you know, there needs to be something else, something more, but there isn't. Even though the, excuse me, the special event, please go away. I'm trying to talk here, thank you. It feels like there needs to be something more, even though the lines from Lord Fenkenstrain does kind of tie it all back together, so like, feels like there is some sort of closure, but it still felt incredibly abrupt for a quest ending. So I'm just kind of like, ugh! Like, still left, I guess, thinking about it, processing it. Anyway, what did you think about this quest? Have you done it yourself? put your opinions in the comment section down below, especially if you know more about it. Like, I would love to hear from you about it. Like, does it tie to any other quests? Can I get an update on the poor lord that's now inside the fleshy body, I guess? We're all inside a fleshy body, but I mean fleshy stitched up body when I say fleshy body. Is the guy gonna be okay? He thinks he has no soul, and that must be terrible. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. When we come back, we're gonna tackle at least one more quest in Mortania. Though I want to tackle more quests in Mortania. So, we might tackle more quests in Mortania. But we're tackling at least one more. But anyway, that is next week. So, thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you next week on a Friday, hopefully. Or on my other videos, if you're interested in them. And for now, toodaloo.